Yeah, we're going to wait for a little bit for some of our people to come and chat with us about ASAP Rocky trial, the famous rapper on the face of Gucci, and I guess the face of Puma and all those brands. You guys know that, I don't know, some of you all might know that ASAP Rocky was um had felony charges. He had to prove in court that his accuser was accusing him of shooting at him and with automatic rifle, and they got in a fight with one of his group member. One of his group member had a problem with ASAP Rocky, saying that ASAP Rocky, apparently one of the members from the ASAP Rocky group, had passed away, and ASAP, another of the ASAP guy, I think, I don't remember his name, but he was accusing ASAP Rocky of not contributing to the funeral. And the fight started out, and they had a big confrontation about it. And I heard that they started to fight, and one of them saying that allegedly guns were drawn, and they're saying that ASAP Rocky drew a gun, and ASAP Rahim, or whatever his name is, because all of the group names are ASAP something, ASAP this. So, ASAP Rocky is a famous guy. They're saying that he does charity in his neighborhood. He's with Rihanna. And, Rihanna is a famous singer. And Rihanna is very, very wealthy, one of the wealthiest singer on the face of the earth because of her brand Fenty, the Fenty brand. And her baby father, boyfriend, and partner is ASAP Rocky. His name is Rakim Mayers. That's his real name in real life. So last night in California, his plea was not guilty. So now everybody is celebrating ASAP Rocky's not guilty verdict and his lawyers. Let's look at this. I would not accept any other verdict than this one. Why was this one so different? You said you care about every client, that they were like family. What was so special about it? He and I bonded over last. This is his attorney right here talking. That, and he's just a different person. And I attribute that to him. The way he conducts himself, the way he's so appreciative with us, the way he is with his. I mean, I spent time with him and Rihanna at their house, and they're just, as humble and as can be for people with that level of success. They are really sweet, good people, and I would have been really, really hurting if this didn't go the right way. But so, guys, let me tell you a little bit about it. I don't know a lot about it, but I just wanted us to talk about this today. ASAP Rocky was facing 24 years in prison for the shooting of that automatic pistol, where he was saying that that was a prop gun, that it wasn't a real gun. So apparently the district attorney gave him a plea deal of 6 months, I think, probation, community services, lots of stuff, and he downright refused it because he said that he was not guilty of anything. So he took a chance and went to trial, knowing that he was facing 24 years. I don't know why the justice system would be threatening somebody with 24 years for something that, something like that, even though gun charges are very, very serious. But if nobody got hurt, and, this guy is a famous guy that has to protect himself from all different people that's coming from it, all different handles, even though he has his bodyguards and stuff. But, when you're famous, everybody comes at you for a reason, unknown reason sometimes. So it happened that his team members were fighting with him in a parking garage, and the cops had gotten called. They didn't find no casings or anything like this, but this guy was you're saying that this guy was so devious, the one that was accusing him, so devious that he went back and found casings when the cops didn't find any casings. Just a lot of stuff that he's been doing that he wanted ASAP Rocky was just to go to prison. But ASAP Rocky is a good guy. He's with Rihanna. He's to what I understand, he contributes to his community, gives back to his community. They're great people. He's a family guy. He and Rihanna, he has his children. He goes to work for Gucci. He does a lot of charity work. And he's this attorney that is speaking, saying that A$AP Rocky is really a good guy.
Well, thank God that jury. We had a great jury.
So listen, guys.
No, I don't think that helped his defense at all. Look, everyone knows he had Rihanna. Everyone knows he has 2 kids. Sorry. I mean, I don't think the jury was like, all right, we think he's guilty, but look at the kids. I mean, so I'm glad the prosecutor.
Oh, so now that they're being accused of Rihanna was coming to the courtroom with her 2 children every day to get sympathy from the jury. But of course, if you have a loved one and they're going through something like this, you're definitely going to be there to support him. And she took her kids and with her in the courtroom, and they did not want her in the courtroom with her children because they're saying that, she was trying to to manipulate the jury's mind because the children was there and all of this nonsense, guys. Let's listen some more.
You should focus on that in their submission. We didn't. The evidence in this case was deficient. I think that they need to be going after Terrell Efron. As I've always said, he was an extortionist. He was someone who we showed committed extortion. The tape that one of you all said was really good for the prosecution that we brought in turned out not to be so good for the prosecution. It was him repeating the same story that he repeated since day one. But what it had on there was, 1, him committing perjury to this jury, and 2...
Okay, guys, so I guess apparently A$AP Rocky was facing extortion too from Terrell Efron. I really don't know who he is. That's the one that's I guess that's his real name. That was trying to extort A$AP Rocky. So, he just kept on lying and lying and lying. And this attorney saying that he was committing perjury on the jury stand. So, it's just a lot of stuff. When you're famous, and when you're known like these 2 people, you're going to have a lot of people coming at you for stuff that really, they want your money. They want your life. They want everything about you when you're at this level. They want everything. When you're Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, you have a lot of people out there wishing. They're envious. They want to see something bad happen to you. They want your downfall. They want to see you in prison. So that's what this guy was trying to do to A$AP Rocky. He was trying to make sure A$AP Rocky goes to prison. But thank God the jury saw through this and make sure A$AP Rocky was not guilty. Thank God for this. There's too many black men are in prison, especially when they're this famous. There's too many of them. Most of them don't deserve to be in prison, and most of them do deserve to be in prison when they commit crime. This guy is not a guy that goes out and do crimes. A$AP Rocky is a guy that works. He's a famous guy. He's a face of Gucci. He cannot afford to screw up. He's a brand for Puma. He has a lot of stuff that he does in his life. He does charity. This guy cannot afford to screw up. And you have this jealous guy here. One of his jealous group member, that's trying to see this guy in jail, provoking him and doing all kinds of bad stuff. Probably don't even have a life of his own. I want to see this young man because he's with Rihanna. He's got children with Rihanna. He wants to see this young man in prison, which that is not right to do. I would figure more or less, if you're so pressed, go and find yourself a job if you're not doing good in your business, or figure a way of how to get your business to the highest level. But don't try to take down this young man. He's got 2 children, and I think she's pregnant again. I'm not sure about that. Okay? 2 children so far, and you're trying to put this young, hardworking man in prison. Guys, we got a lot of unnecessary calls, so we don't want to be dealing with that. Anyways, we're talking about ASAP Rocky, Rihanna's baby father, boyfriend, and partner. And ASAP Rocky and Rihanna promised their third child will be named ASAP Rocky something or another. I guess they're trying to name the child close to this lawyer because this lawyer, um, was such a good lawyer and a friend to the family. He's not really only a lawyer to ASAP Rocky, but he's also close to the family. He goes, they're friends. They're friends. That's why he said it was so emotional to him because when the jury were reading the verdict, ASAP Rocky said in prison that he can't breathe. And the lawyer said, I can't breathe too, because he said it would have been so devastating for him if the jury had found this guy guilty. He don't know what he would have done. Because they're not only that is his client, but they're also friends. So let's see if we can listen to some more of what the lawyer, ASAP Rocky lawyer, is saying.
Him acknowledging he wants $30 million and he disappeared to an island. That's called extortion. For what? To get his $697 he has in his bank account? Even though, if you look on Instagram, he's a billionaire. But, I'm not suing Relly. I have other things in life to do. He sued us. And after today, I don't think that's going so well.
So the name of this other guy that was sued is ASAP Relly. So all of the group has ASAP in front of their name. ASAP Rocky is the one that ASAP Relly was suing. This guy was trying to extort ASAP Rocky for $30 million. And he said he just want $30 million so he can go to, and he'll disappear to an island somewhere. And because ASAP Rocky did not give him the $30 million, he went out of his way to try to make sure that he goes to prison, take him to court, come to court. He was just lying, perjure himself, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And see, God bless, no man curse. The jury found him not guilty. And thank God for this. This guy is an extortionist. And I heard that, just as the lawyer was saying, he only has $600 and something in his bank account, and he's on Instagram talking about how he's a millionaire. Some of these people are scammers. They're the worst kind of scammers. Some of these people who are trying to be famous or so-called famous because they try to fake it until when they make it. And in the meantime, they do bad things. They lie, they scam. Let's listen some more of this.
But anyway, look, I'm just happy the jury came to the right conclusion. All right, we'll have more from Los Angeles in the aftermath of the not guilty verdict. ASAP Rocky going home tonight.
ASAP Rocky, guys, going home, a free man. Thank God for that, guys. Sometimes you got to be careful who you associate yourself around. Sometimes some of these people that you form business with, people you call friends, business partners, you got to be careful of those people because you have a good heart towards them, but they coming with bad intention towards you. They want what you have. And if you can't give them what, they'll set you up. They'll make all kinds. They'll make accident happening. You ever heard about business people all the time that end up killing their business partners? They got many shows on A&E about this kind of stuff. You just have to be careful who you associate yourself with. If you have a business today and you're watching my live stream, please to protect yourself. If you have a best friend, please protect yourself, because your enemy is not coming to hurt you. It's the people that are closest to you. They are the ones that have access to you, and they are the one that hurts you. The people that are closest to you, guys. So, that's why when I had my business, my husband did not want me to have no kind of partners because I've been approached by many people. Oh, we can be partners. I'll do this. I had my store. I had my business. Nice, nice storefront, presentable, nice stuff that I was selling. Lingeries, adult toys, high heels, all that kind of stuff. When you have a business like that, you attract all kinds of people when you have a business like that. And sometimes some of these people that come into your life, they're so jealous. Sometimes they set you up, they do all kinds of crazy stuff to you. We've had experience with that already. We had a tire shop and we got set up before. You got to be careful who you're associating yourself. These days, people don't have good intentions. They want to hurt you. They want to do bad things to you. They want your life. We had one worker told us, oh, look, I want what you guys have. I want to go to breakfast just like how you guys go to breakfast. I want to go to dinner just like how you guys go to dinner. And this was a partner that we had in a junk store that we went to. This was years ago. Years and years ago. And we used to have crazy stuff happen to us. We used to have go to our store and stuff would be missing. We don't know who take them. We'd have dressers missing. We'd have beds missing. We figure more or less, who is this? So we close up the shop at nighttime. How are these people taking out our furnitures when we're not there? Everything is all locked up. We got 2 doors and they're all locked up tight, but people are still moving our stuff out. Come to find out, and a worker that was working with us, not that guy that we're talking about, she helped somebody to get a job inside of her shop. That person at nighttime, when we weren't there, was taking the bricks from out of the building, brick by brick by brick by brick. This guy took the brick from out of the building and spent one whole entire night almost clean us out of our junk store. And we're figuring out, where are our stuff disappearing to? The doors are locked. When we went on the back of the store, because the store was so big, when we went to the back of the store, we seen items that is close to the walls that we didn't put there. And when my husband went behind this wall, there was a big old hole the size of a door. That's where this person was taking out all of our furnitures, moving them out and selling them, moving them out at nighttime. Because we had so many furniture. This was a junk store, guys. This was a used store. You know, they call them thrift store. You get used stuff, you put them in there in your store and you sell them back to people. Oh yeah, they were cleaning us out and we couldn't figure out where our stuff are going until when my husband actually went at the back of the store and was checking wall to wall to wall to wall. They made sure they put items to cover the whole spot that we wouldn't. If you wasn't thinking, and you would not figure out that somebody would do something like that. So guys, you just have to be careful of business partners. Be careful of best friends. Be careful of some family members because they will take you down. They will actually take you down. People are not nice like what you're thinking. People are not loving like what you think. They want to see you gone. They want everything that you got. Anything good that you have going for you, that's what they want. If they don't have it and they can't get it, they're not happy for you. They're not happy for you at all. So this was a trial that we're talking about with A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky got freed and not found not guilty. And like I said, if you had missed the live stream, you could see what we're talking about.
For basically 4-week trial, when I heard it was verdict, I felt pretty good. Not so overly confident because you just never know, but I felt pretty good.
You talked about
I'm not leaving. I'll answer everyone's questions, so don't worry. Yeah.
You talked about your client's raw emotion. We saw it. He dove.
Yeah, it was crazy.
To hug his family. He was not the only one that had a thunderous reaction. Talk about the reaction that we've seen from the public, supporters of his.
Yeah. Look, I've been here for over a month, and just me walking around me. I'm not him, right? People were just wishing me luck for him. I mean, he's loved. Very well loved in this city, and I think, he's got a lot of fans.
Guys,
And
look
that
at this
doesn't happen because
emotion.
He's a singer. It happens because who
Look
he is
at
as a
this
person.
raw
All I
emotion
was
here when
curious
he
here was who A$AP really is, who A$AP Rocky is as a person. He does incredible charity work. He gives back to the community. He's become a dear friend of mine, more than a client, and that's why.
Yes, guys, let's get into it, guys. Let's see. Let me see if I can read some of your comments. Okay, so best Fortnite player in the world, OMG. That's what you're saying. Best Fortnite player in the world, how are you doing? How are you doing, my friend? Welcome here. I am happy to see you here. Yes, I'm glad you could join this live stream today because we're talking about A$AP Rocky, you know, the singer that is with Rihanna. A$AP Rocky has been found not guilty. And that's who we're talking about. And that was his attorney that was speaking. And when he was, oh, yeah, yes. So they had found him not guilty. So this was just the motion that we're playing in court, and we're hearing from A$AP Rocky's attorney. Apparently, A$AP Rocky was facing all those amount of years in prison. So let's look at this together, okay? And welcome to all of you that has come here. Please like this live stream, and also please to subscribe to this channel. I really appreciate all of you guys. I love all of you guys, and I always like to see you guys here every time I go live. Let's look together.
Cases like this are really difficult for me because there's so much on the line. I mean, I care about every client I represent to the point where they become family. This was at a different level, and so I was just not prepared for. I would not accept any other verdict than this one.
Why was this one so different? You said you care about every client, but they were like family. What was so special about it?
He and I bonded over the last 3 years in a way that, you know, and he's just a different person. And I attribute that to him, the way he conducts himself, the way he's so appreciative with us, the way he is with his. I mean, I spent time with him and Rihanna at their house, and they're just.
So guys, you hear what this attorney is saying? That A$AP Rocky is not a bad guy at all. It's just that when you have a group of people that sings together and you have a famous person, right? And when you're famous, it's just that people just come at you for all different reasons. And imagine now, this other group member, A$AP Relly, his name is, I don't know his real name, I think they said his real name. He was coming after A$AP Rocky and for extortion. He wanted $30 million so he could disappear to an island. Okay, after they claimed that they got into this ugly fight into the parking lot because A$AP Relly was coming at A$AP Rocky since he's the richest of the group and saying that, you know what, you got all of this money and one of our brethren or one of our member has passed away. Can you help with the funeral? So I don't know what A$AP Rocky have told him as far as the funeral. I thought he should have paid for the funeral completely. I don't know, but they got into a fight over this big argument about the one of the member that had passed away, and this really guy thinking that A$AP Rocky should have paid for the whole entire funeral because since he's richest of all the groups. And they just got into this nasty fight. A gun was pulled out, and I heard that he's accusing A$AP Rocky of firing a shot at him that ended up grazing his fingers. And A$AP Rocky's defense was it was not a real gun, it was a prop gun. Okay, but this guy, when the detective and all those type of people saying that they didn't see any casings and nothing was found, this guy went back to the scene and claiming that he found shell casing when the cops couldn't find it. So that was that was definitely suspect, because if cops are not finding shell casing and you're going back days later to find it, that means probably you must have planted there or something. So it was just a lot of crazy stuff that this particular guy was doing, man. This guy's not a good guy. And then when he couldn't get his way, he's trying to extort A$AP Rocky for $30 million so he can go to an island and disappear. And this guy is on Instagram all the time claiming that he's such, I'm talking about the guy that's accusing A$AP, that he's such a millionaire. And come to think about it, I heard that this guy only have $690 in his bank account. So maybe that's why he's trying to extort A$AP Rocky for $30 million. He needs money. And since you're in this group together, he wants to be famous like A$AP Rocky. There's so much jealousy in this world, guys, so much jealousy. You really and truly have to be careful who you do business with. and who you associate yourself with. And I learned from that from my business. I learned from my business not to trust anyone when it comes on to business. I've had downfalls from people that have worked for me, people that have done business with me. It just, with me, my family, my husband, it's just a lot of stuff sometimes that you really have to be careful of. You have to be careful of close people, people that are very close to you, because some family members are bad. I've got sisters right now. I've got sisters right now that we're not even speaking because they got bad intention. They're so greedy for money. So we just, you know what we do? They're in another world somewhere. They're in Canada somewhere. I'm in the United States. I just leave them alone. I just leave them alone. When you can't get along with them, or when you have a poisonous snake in the family like that, you just leave them alone. Because sometimes you're thinking that your sisters are so loving, we grew up together. Sometimes those are the worst ones. Those are the worst ones, and I can prove it in my family member. I'm going through that right now with my whole family. Half of them, I'm not even speaking to half of them. They're greedy, they're jealous, and they're evil. Evil family members, evil people that you don't even want to have living as your next door neighbor. And that's how some of my family members are. So I just stay away from them. I don't associate myself with them. It hurts deep down. Trust me, it hurt deep down to have your sisters that you can't speak to. It hurts. Now sometimes I really do miss them, but I know I can put myself, I miss what we had when we were growing up. Okay? But I don't miss them now. I just miss what we had when we were growing up, how we're close. We had close ties as sisters. But now, I just have to just let them go. Guys, put it down in the comment section, guys, if you got family members like these in your family. Put it down in the comment section. And guys, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, okay? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's listen to some more of this, guys. And then we're going to close the live stream. I don't want to be here too long. I thought I would just come and do this for 30 minutes and then we'll continue.
As humble and as can be for people with that level of success, they are really sweet, good people. And I would have been really, really hurting if this didn't go the right way. But, thank God that jury, we had a great jury. And the family, do you think the jury see ASAP with Brianna as a family man and their children helps his defense? No, I don't think that helped his defense at all. Look, everyone knows he had Brianna. Everyone knows he has 2 kids, sorry. I mean, I don't think the jury was like, all right, we think he's guilty, but look at the kids. I mean, so, I'm glad the prosecution focused on that in their summation. We didn't. The evidence in this case was deficient. I think that they need to be going after Terrell Efron. As I've always said, he was an extortionist. He was someone who we showed committed extortion. The tape that one of you all said was really good for the prosecution that we brought in turned out not to be so good for the prosecution. It was him repeating the same story that he repeated since day one. But what it had on there was, 1, him committing perjury to this jury, and 2, him acknowledging he wants $30 million and he disappeared to an island. That's called extortion. For what? To get his $697 he has in his bank account? Even though, if you look on Instagram, he's a billionaire. But, I'm not suing Relly. I have other things in life to do. He sued us. And after today, I don't think that's going so well. So, but
anyways, guys, that's what we were talking about here today. That's what's going on. Thank God that ASAP Rocky is found and not guilty. I am so happy that they found him not guilty. He did not deserve to go to prison for 24 years. He's a face of Gucci. He does all of this charity work. And this friend that he had from the group, one of the group members, definitely too jealous, extortionist. He wanted $30 million from Rocky so he could disappear to an island. Once he didn't get the $30 million from ASAP Rocky, he decided that he was going to push this case against him. And he came up with all kinds of lies and extortion and everything. And I'm glad that the jury saw through him and found ASAP Rocky not guilty. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Not guilty, not guilty, ASAP Rocky. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining this live stream today. Whoever came in, I really appreciate you. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more of this, guys. So today, I'm going to leave it right here. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I will see you in another. Anyways, before I do that, guys, go to the channel. The Real Reason. Go to the channel, watch the videos, them guys, and see what we do. This is a reaction channel, a faceless YouTube channel that does reactions. Go there, guys. Support us, guys, please. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Watch all of the videos. Enjoy. See you another time. Bye-bye.